This one's interesting because they're technically, she's already given him the deed. They are going through a divorce. But tell me the vibes you get from this, okay? Am I the asshole for taking my husband's property and comparing my husband's strange hobby to infidelity? My husband and I have had a rocky marriage and are going through a divorce. I have long suspected him of infidelity because he travels constantly, leaves at weird hours when home, and even had 3 different women file police reports against him a few years ago.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
Start there.
She slipped that one in.
And one other thing, just a 3, please. Anyway.
Charges got dropped, and I eventually believed he was a victim of a witch hunt and moved on. We tried to be civil for the holidays for our respective children. We each have 2 children from previous marriages, but none with each other.
Good.
Thank God. My daughter was with her boyfriend on Xmas, but came home for New Year's Eve. My husband was still at work while we were getting ready. I needed some red wine to make some sangria and asked my daughter to get it out of my husband's room in the cellar where he stores our alcohol. She came back 10 minutes later and looked really worried. I asked her what was wrong, and she handed me a small pouch. She said that she jostled the liquor storage cabinet a bit and it fell to the ground. Apparently, it was tucked between the liquor storage cabinet and the wall.
This is sketchy.
So I confronted my husband about it this afternoon. He said that he had a confession. He said that he had a fetish for driver's licenses and would buy them from random women when he went on his work trips. He admitted it was bizarre, but said that there was something erotic about holding something that left someone else feeling so vulnerable. I said that I was upset and that this was very, very creepy. I said it was also like cheating on me to get off to some weird fetish like this without sharing it with me first. He got very upset. He admitted that he should have been more open about something that he was struggling with, but that it was completely out of line for me to accuse him of cheating based on this. He also said that he would burn the driver's licenses in the furnace later that night. When I told him that I had given them to my lawyer already, he completely lost it. He said that I have no right to steal his personal property like that and couldn't even be around me. He packed some clothes, got into his car, and took off. Based on what he said and packed, I get the feeling he won't be coming back. I'm not sorry he left, since I can't stand him these days. However, I partly feel like he had a point that I shouldn't have compared his weird fetish to cheating or given his property away to my lawyer when it might be evidence of such.
I'm sorry. Wait. She did everything right. I mean, honestly, that's fucking terrifying.
I would have called the cops, not the lawyer.
No, seriously. Like, I just watched The Undoing. And after watching a whole series like that, I'm not going to give anything away.
I know, I haven't seen it yet.
But that, I would literally think that he was a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like, that is so scary. Especially the reason behind, like, he's saying, like, oh, like, something, I just love it being, like, this vulnerable thing for these women who don't have this, like, past, whatever he was saying.
Who thinks like that?
That is so eerie. And the fact that he, like, ran away, like, after she gave those to the lawyer.
He's
like,
running. He's literally,
and like he's like, oh, don't worry, I'll burn him tonight. Like, what, to burn your own evidence?
Exactly.
Like, it's so fucking sketchy.
Exactly.
I'm terrified. So what is like the follow-up on this?
So the follow-up basically is OP says she didn't like look at any of the IDs. Like, for me, if I would have seen those IDs, like, I would have at least like Googled a couple of them.
Oh, for sure.
Like, Googled a couple and like
make sure they're okay.
Yeah, see if any missing people pop up, because that's just weird. That's just weird. But she asked him about it, like, oh, how did you get these even? Like, how would some random girl at a bar like let you just take their ID? And basically he says like he would offer them like $100, or he would offer them like
I would
money.
say no.
And that's the thing. Like, first of all, like, yeah, he's traveling to weird cities, like, but he's not spending a lot of time there. So he's going up to people at bars, sitting down next to a girl. It doesn't matter. I feel like we as women, like, we're already on high alert if we're sitting at a bar by ourselves or even with friends. Like, we're making sure drinks don't get roofied. Like, we're on high alert, like, looking out for creepers.
Right.
And if someone just came up to you and was like, can I buy your ID from you?
No, especially like, okay, if he offered $1,000, I'd be like, yeah.
I thought
like
about that too.
100,
I'm like, how much?
Absolutely not. Like, you have to have the inconvenience. You have to question, like, why do you want my ID? Like, that's weird. But like 1,000, I'd be like, maybe less question.
Yeah. Even 1,000 though, like going to the DMV in Los Angeles, it's just so creepy too. Cause even if he wasn't a serial killer, Okay, weird fetish.
What is to
whatever.
make you not think that he hooked up with all those girls and then stole like their ID and like that was his little like trophy?
That's his trophy.
Exactly.
Either
like,
way, they're a trophy for something.
Exactly.
A conquest. He slept with all of them. He killed them.
I consider that cheating. Like even if it was just as innocent as being like, oh, like could I have your ID? And then I had a boyfriend husband who was jacking off to, again, like these people, it's different. Like it's different. Like what we were talking about with porn, like no one looks at that as like these people. Like people are just like, oh, I just want to envision myself there. But like when you're literally looking at whether it be your wife's little sister and mom in their bathing suits, or you're looking at these girls' IDs, that like that to me is cheating, because it's like that is like
you physically met those people, you know those people.
Exactly. Like you are masturbating to people that like you are in contact with and pictures of them.
Yeah.
Like and it's not like naked pictures where it's like porn is like literally just like, oh, like people want to see like the act, and whereas like this is like you're looking at a picture of a person's face. Like I hate that. And I would leave him immediately. But so 100%. She's really curious if she's the asshole.
Because he was pissed. Like that was his personal property, and then she gave it to the lawyer.
But she did that because
she thought he was cheating, and it was evidence of cheating.
So because you get better
helps in the divorce.
It definitely does. Not that I know, but personally. Hopefully I won't know personally, but
it's sketchy though. Something's up, something is not right.
Well, I am just hoping that it was only just a random weird fetish, because I really hope those women are safe and sound.
I think she mentioned in one of the comments that there were a total of 8 IDs.
I'm sure the lawyer looked them up. Like he had to have. He's a lawyer.
I wish like her account was still active, because I would love
to hear the rest.
To hear a conclusion from this.
We need it.
Was he a killer? Was he not a killer?
I'm going to say he's not. And I really hope that that's the truth.
Manifest.
But after the fact that I just got Citizens Alert, which you said that you don't have Citizens Alert. Honestly, I have mixed feelings on having Citizens Alert, because one, it makes you know like you don't want to go on the corner of La Brea and Wilshire. Yeah, something like that if you see that someone just got assaulted. But on the other hand, I hate seeing the fact that tonight there was a fire with a body found in a container. So
terrible.
I don't, Citizens Alert could save your life, could also take some years off your life because of the stress of looking at it. Other than that, it's starting to spread like wildfire. Like everyone's on it now. It notifies me every single time a contact signs up. So
you'll see mine tonight, tomorrow. Be safe, people.
Can't wait. Be safe.
Don't sell your IDs. This is weird.
Do not collect IDs.
What if he was sex trafficking too? What if he was like trying to get people out of the country using
I really want to know where he
IDs.
drove off to. Like, I hope that he's still in the country. He might be all the way in Mexico by now.
He gone. Mm-hmm. He gone.